back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a really quick crochet project, part of my one skein series projects, because a lot of us have yarn stashes and we have yarn left over that we want to get rid of and use, but we necessarily don't want to buy a whole other skein to finish a project. So we are going to be using big twists today, and the color that I'm using is cornflower blue. And for this project, I will be using a 5mm crochet hook. So this specific water bottle holder pattern will hold like one of these slimmer glass bottles, or a traditional water bottle like Arrowhead or Dasani, things like that. You can definitely adjust the bottom though to fit the water bottle of your choice, and I will show you how to do that once we start. To start, go ahead and do your magic circle or chain 5 and slip stitch back to your first chain to form a circle. We are going to be doing 10 single crochets into that circle, and you can go ahead and slip stitch close to complete the first round. So now we are on round 2. Go ahead and single crochet 2 into each stitch, slip stitch close, and that would equal a total of 20 single crochets for this round. So for round 3, we will crochet 2 into the first stitch, 1 into the next one, 2 into the following. So the pattern will be 2 1 2 1 2. Go ahead and slip stitch close. Now we are on round 4. The pattern for this round will be 2 double crochets into 1, 4 single crochets into the next 4 stitches, and then 2. So 2 and then 4 single stitches, 2 and 1, 4 single stitches. Go ahead and slip stitch this round closed as well when you reach the end. So if you did want to adjust this pattern for a larger size water bottle, it's super simple. Just go ahead and place said bottle on your crochet piece just to get kind of an idea of if you are going to be needing extra rows. So you're always going to want to start with 2 single crochets into that first stitch. And then after that, it's pretty much the same pattern each round. We're just going to be going up 1 stitch. For example, 2 single crochets into the first stitch, and then in the next 7 stitches you would just do 1 regular single crochet. In that following stitch, 2 single crochets. If you needed another round after that, you would do 2 single crochets into the first stitch, and then 8 single stitches into the next 8 stitches, and then 2 single crochets into the following, so that 9th stitch, and then so on and so forth. You'd have 9 single stitches in between, 10, 11, and just like that. But with all of that being said, for this 5th round, I know you guys have been waiting, I'm so sorry. You are going to do 2 single crochets into the first stitch, 6 single crochets into the next 6, 2 single crochets after that into that 7th stitch. So it's going to be 2, 6, 2, 6 all the way until the end of this round, and go ahead and slip stitch close. So this is the perfect size for this water bottle. As you can see, it's just slightly bigger than the water bottle just to give me enough room to work with. So at this point, we are going to crochet up. So there's not going to be any more increases. So from here on out, it's even more simpler than the previous rounds that we were doing. We're just going to single crochet all the way around, and you're only going to crochet into that back loop because that's going to give us like this little edge, and it's going to make the stitches stand upright. So make sure you go ahead and slip stitch this round close. I know I said we weren't going to increase or anything like that, but I did forget that for the second round we do decrease just a bit, just to make sure that it has that perfect snug fit on our water bottle. But I promise that is the last decrease or increase of this pattern. So for this round, we are going to go ahead and do 1 single crochet decrease in these first 2 stitches, regular single crochet in the next 7 stitches, and then another decrease. And you can repeat that pattern all the way around and slip stitch close. So now we are going to go ahead and single crochet just like normal, another 4 rounds, no increase or decrease, just to make sure that we cover a good amount of the bottom part of our water bottle, and then we will come back for the next rounds. Now we are heading into our double crochet rows. So for this first part, you're going to go ahead and chain 4, that's 3 for a double crochet and then 1 for a chain 1 space. Go ahead and skip 1 stitch and then double crochet in that 3rd spot. And then after that, you will double crochet, chain 1, skip a stitch, and then double crochet in the following stitch. And then you will go ahead and slip stitch close at the end of your round. Go ahead and continue with double crochet rounds just like this first one for 6 more rows. So that will be a total of 7 rounds of these double crochets. So now we are finished with the base part of our water bottle holder. You can always add more rows of double crochets, but I recommend not adding any because once you fill the bottle with water, it does hang a little bit because it is crochet. So if you do crochet up too high, you won't really see much of the water bottle itself. Now we are going to go ahead and work on the strap of the water bottle holder. So for this part, it is completely adjustable. Just for reference, I did chain 132 stitches. So this part is super important because you don't want your strap to end up being uneven. We are going to do 1 double crochet stitch. So at this point, when you insert your hook on the other side, one side of the strap will have 7 double crochet stitches in the previous round and one will have 8. That's perfectly okay because like I mentioned, we are going to double crochet for the strap. So the side that's 8, that should be to the left of where you insert your hook on the other side, because we are going to slip stitch over to the left to create our strap. So once we do that, we should have 7 double crochets on either side after we create the strap. So now we are going to slip stitch over to that first double crochet to the left of our hook. So go ahead and slip stitch into that chain space and then slip stitch one more into the top of that double crochet. From there, we are going to go ahead and turn our work so that we can double crochet for the strap. Go ahead and chain 1 and then double crochet into that second chain on the strap. After this, we are going to continue that double crochet pattern like the top of our water bottle holder. So the pattern will be double crochet, chain 1, skip a loop on the strap, and then double crochet into that following stitch, and we will create that all the way to the end of our strap. So now that we are at the end of our strap, we can go ahead and slip stitch and attach this to the double crochet from the last round of our water bottle holder. And we are just going to simply slip stitch all across the top just to reinforce the edge. Once you make your way all around the top of the water bottle holder, just go ahead and cut and fasten off your yarn, and then you can just weave it in. And then I like to just loop it through a few loops and make knots along the way just to make sure that it's super secure. And at this point, we are all done with our water bottle holder. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and will stay tuned for my next video.